Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on how to achieve this nude brown look right here. This is something that I uploaded on my Insta stories a while ago and so many of you loved it and wanted me to do a tutorial on this. So I decided let's do a tutorial on YouTube, and today's video is going to be a long detailed one. I just want to make sure that you really understand all the steps. So yeah, if you want to know how I got to this, then keep on watching. Okay, so we are starting with a completely clean face, and today I'm actually trying out a new moisturizer. I am shooting this at 9 o'clock in the night. So I tried this one. This is from Earth Rhythm, and this is a homegrown brand which I'm so excited to try out. You pick it up, it's a very nice light consistency, and the moment you put it on your face, it just sort of melts and like it feels very water like on your skin, and I was actually pretty impressed. This also dries really quickly, so you won't have to worry about it being like very sticky on your skin. Now I have this primer from Bobbi Brown. It's called the Vitamin Enriched Face Base Primer, and this is actually a moisturizer cum primer, but I can also like layer it up on a moisturizer, and that's why I really like this. This is a painfully expensive product. I think this is either 6,500 or 6,900, so almost 7,000 bucks for a primer. But the best thing about this is I've used it quite a lot. I haven't showed it to you guys over here much, but I've used it quite a lot, and मैंने बस इतना जो है ना part सिर्फ उतना ही खर्च हुआ है, because you literally need the tiniest amount. It sits so beautifully on your skin, and this is how much I'm going to take, and it's like a full pot. This is the liquid highlighter from Wet n Wild that I mentioned in my haul video a couple of videos ago. So I like to put this on first, and then I just use my finger to just put it where I would put my powder highlight later. And what this does is it just gives you a really nice dewy base, but the dewiness only, like you can see it only where you want to see it. Okay, so I'm using this stick foundation as a contour. So what I like to do with my contour is here, this area where your hair does this weird dip thing, just like right next to the tip of your ear, to the top part of your ear. That's where I pull my contour from. I bring it all the way down when I really want to like snatch my face and I want it to look very chiseled. And then this is like my favorite part to contour, which is my forehead. I like to place my concealer in my regular spots, which is under my eyes, on the sides, right below the contour as well, just to give it like a sharp definition. And we'll also like hopefully cover up all of these pimples that we have right now. And then on the sides of my face, because I have some redness, discoloration over here, which is, by the way, completely natural. It happens to a lot of us, and you can use products, but you don't really have to worry too much about it. It's actually absolutely normal to have that, so really you don't have to worry about that. This tiny sponge under my eyes, why I like using like this sponge is because I think it gives me a lot more precision than this one. Like I can use this too, but this one just is much easier to maneuver under your eyes and in like difficult areas. Okay, so I know at this point it looks really scary because it's like very stark, but you don't have to worry about it because we are going to put foundation over it, and that is going to like make it look very blended into your skin, very natural. I mean, as natural as makeup can be. So really don't freak out about that. The first time I tried this technique after watching Tati Westbrook's video, like one she did with Scott Barnes, I think that's JLo's makeup artist. So she like did this thing where she first contours her entire face, like cream contours her entire face to sculpt it, and then she puts the foundation over, and it like in the beginning it looks like very harsh, which it is looking like right now, and it also looks like very not blended, very just like puff, not puff. I can't make sound effects from my mouth, we've established that by now. I've been using this technique for a long time now. Actually, I do this generally for my Instagram videos, and I've been trying this technique out on my own before, like showing it to you guys here, and I have actually really liked it. So what I like to do is just drag the contour, and again, this is the technique I saw, so I like following it, and then I just change up a few things as I go, especially because I want to do things that will suit my face and my face shape. So there's that. And bringing this contour down, it really helps in like defining that jawline and also creating that shadow that is going to make it look like you have a sharp jawline. Okay, now can you see the difference? This side I have put the foundation on, the contour, everything is now very subdued, and it's just a nice like bronzed chisel look. And here is clown face. First layer of concealer that I added was to kind of correct, and now I'm doing it to conceal and highlight. So again, here just to sculpt our faces, I'm gonna put on this concealer, and it's really going to like add that nice cut and give you like this. I'm gonna again go ahead with this tiny sponge and just pack my concealer on. Okay, so I started using this brush again. This is a really nice like a dome shaped brush that I like to use for my powder. Now this one is from Forever 52. It's the Wet and Dry Compact. It is another product that I mentioned, which is like my recent drugstore favorite. And what I like to do is I just like to take some like on my brush and then just pat it under my eyes sabse pehle to set my concealer. And I take quite a bit because then you can brush it off. And it's one of those compact powders that you can use like directly over your moisturizer or your primer, and it'll still set beautifully. You can also use a sponge to do this. I just have been changing up my makeup tools lately, so I'm experimenting with all sorts of things. It's a really nice brush. This one is from Wet n Wild, and Wet n Wild actually does make some really cool brushes. I didn't enjoy the eye brush as much as I thought I would, but I do enjoy this one, and the highlighter brush that I use is also from Wet n Wild. So I really like using that. Okay, so the thing I like most about this set is it comes with a lighter color for the inner corner to the arch of the brow, and then it comes with a darker one for the tail, and that's kind of how your natural brows are. They're a little more sparse and lighter here, and then they get like heavily filled with hair and darker over here. So that's kind of how it works. It follows your natural brow, and that's what I like to do with it. So I start with a nice like line underneath here. They actually frame your face, like they can make or break a look. So you have to be very patient while you're doing them, and trust me, बहुत instant मतलब जितना टाइम लगा ब्राउ करने में काफ़ी उस हिसाब से instant satisfaction मिलता है, and that's kind of really nice. My natural brows, I really messed with them by using a plucker, and I kind of removed too much extra hair from my left brow. So don't do that at home, वरना मम्मी डांटेंगी. Okay, so we now move to like the darker pigment, and that's what we're going to cover the tail with. Just make sure that you apply it in like hair-like stroke. If you want like a detailed brow tutorial, let me know. Okay, so this is how much I can match my annoying AF brows. So another product that I've actually recently started using is this one. It's called Brow Obsessed. It's from Palladio Beauty, and this is a brow mascara of sorts. It is pigmented, like you get the transparent mascaras as well to make your brows look nice, like nicely bushy but also feathered. So I just like to very lightly put this on my brow just to like brush them upwards and still give them a natural look, even though I pretty much kind of made my entire brow with powder, but let's just, why not? I am using this palette from Nykaa. This is the one that I spoke about in my drugstore favorite videos again. So this is in the shade Caramel Crunch. This is what like the palette is known as. And guys, I've decided I'm not gonna call it caramel. I'm gonna call it caramel because I'm just used to saying caramel, and caramel is not happening. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead first with a nice fluffy blending brush like this one. This is also from Wet n Wild. I'm gonna go ahead with a nice nude brown, very skin-like color, and I'm just gonna apply it all over my lid just to give it depth first. I'm taking another blending brush and then adding a really nice dark chocolate brown on top of this. And this time I'm just going to keep the brown a little lower. I'm not going to go as high as I went with the nude brown. I'm going to keep the dark brown a little lower so that we can fake some depth in the eyes. I'm going to add a little bit of a bronze shadow like all over the lid above the dark brown. I just think it looks really nice and it gives your eyes like a pop in case you're not in the mood to apply eyelashes and you just want to go with natural lashes. I definitely want to put on fake lashes on top of this, but I still like to have that little pop of color on my eye. Okay, so I'm doing just some like final blending just to put everything together so it doesn't look too harsh. So I'm using this Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal for my top lashes because it's a really nice thick wand and it just gives me great like volume and length, which is exactly what I need in a mascara given how sparse and like tiny and like sad looking my real lashes are. I mean, my top lashes are still fine, but like my lower lashes, they don't exist. अगर आप मेरे को बिना कभी ऐसे बिना आई मेकअप या generally बिना मेकअप के देखोगे तो you will have a hard time finding my eyelashes. Okay, so while this mascara is great for your top lashes because the wand is so thick and it works so well, I however don't appreciate it too much when I'm doing my lower lashes because as I said, my lower lashes are very sparse and they're very small and they also are uneven by the way on both eyes, which is just great. So I like to use this one. This is the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Rebel Mascara. Why I like using this on my lower lashes is because of this wand. It's such a small, very thin, precise wand that actually works really well for your lower lashes. Because I really like brown eyeliner on like brown eyes or small eyes because they make our eyes look a little bigger. They're a lot more like closer to the natural color as opposed to black, which can sometimes make our eyes look a lot smaller than they actually are if you've not used like the right technique for our eye shape. So brown is actually a really great option to choose from. Again, I like this eyeliner a lot and I've reviewed this on my channel before. In case you want to watch that, I'll add a link to that over here. This is really good because of how tall like the brush is, so you have easy grip on it and it just sets really beautifully. It also dries pretty quick, so you have to be slightly careful with that. Okay, so with our eyeliner done, I am going to quickly put on my lashes off camera and I will be right back. Okay, so we are done with our eyelashes. I also added a little bit of contour over here on my forehead and on my jawline. Rest of it actually looks pretty fine. I don't feel like I need to add any other powder or layer on top of it. It looks pretty bronzed and it looks pretty like warm and like snatched enough. I am however going to add some blush. Even though I want this to be like a nice nude brown look, I still want some color on my face. I also like to add a little bit on my temples just to blend that color. And of course, my favorite part is adding the blush on top of my nose. Okay, so for lipstick, I'm going to go ahead with a nice dark brown, chocolate brown sort of a color. And this is from Nykaa. It's called Madras Kapi. It's one of my most favorite shades from this range. And it is so pretty. Now this lipstick, it feels very liquidy, very patla on your lips when you first like start applying it, but then it dries matte, so don't go too overboard with it. This is the brush from Wet n Wild that I was talking about earlier. I like to just take the blush and apply it on the high points of my face. I'm just applying it everywhere I applied the liquid highlighter on when we first started doing the makeup. I also like applying highlighter on my collarbones, which are kind of non-existent at the moment, but I do like the look. And that concludes the nude brown makeup look. I am so happy with how it has turned out. And that was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I janbujke kept it pretty detailed so that you guys really can, you know, watch this video while you try and do this look. Please like, share and subscribe, and also press the bell icon to be notified every single time I post. And I'm going to see you in the next one now on Monday. Bye.